Good morning. It's pouring down rain today, but this really ties into what I want to talk about. Today, I want to talk about lighters, right? And it's kind of common sense that if you're going to do any type of survival, backpacking, hunting, or anything like that, you need to have some form of combustion device. And of course, the lighter is the go to method. They're not as sexy as bow drill fires, I got it, but the lighter is the go to method, right? But lighters don't necessarily equal fire, right? You've seen people at campsites trying to light giant logs on fire with a lighter, and especially today, it's pouring down rain here. So that doesn't mean that I'm going to get a fire out there, even though I have a lighter. So I'm going to show you a couple things that will improve your lighter to better guarantee that you're going to be able to get that fire going. Okay, the first thing we're going to want to do to make this lighter even better is you see this simple childproof lock here, that slide. You want to take something that's dull, a screwdriver, a multi-tool, a pair of pliers, whatever. I'm just going to use my screwdriver here on my knife, and you're just going to get underneath that bracket and you're just going to pry it off. There we go. And now that's going to make it light a little better. But what we're doing is we're removing that to prevent moisture from being in there. So I can drop this in the water and I can start tapping it on my hand, blowing on it to get all that air out. And that little ring, that little child safety lock would keep moisture in it. But just doing this will make your lighter light faster and light easier. And the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to add some Gorilla Tape, right? Now, duct tape will work as well, but Gorilla Tape has more adhesive on it, so it tends to burn better. And this is just that flame extender, especially on days like today. This by far is the most useful tool to put on your lighter, because if you're doing any type of thing outside where maybe you have to burn some leaves, burn some sticks, and it's just, you're just going about your day, this really helps out because you can just make a fire real simple. You're just going to twist this up, kind of, you're trying to make a cone with it. And once you have that cone complete, you can light it on the tapered end here. And as you can tell, that catches really well. It's lit. It's moving up. I can move it around. And you see it's burning. So that's going to give it a chance to dry out any other tinder that I'm using, anything like that, then making that fire a lot easier for me. So all you're going to do is take off, however much you want, really. It's all about what you're comfortable carrying and what you're not, what you don't want to carry. I have another light here just to show you. And you're just going to start wrapping this around. Now, when you start adding Gorilla Tape to your everyday carry, yeah, you could hide, fishing line or fishing hooks underneath here to kind of make this an even more all-encompassing kit. But now you have this Gorilla Tape to, patch holes. You can use it as Band-Aids. This just adds another thing to you. Now, I am going to add a little tab here. I'm going to fold over this very small end just to make it easier for me to get the tape off when I go to make a fire, because this stuff is strong. If it's been in your pocket for a long time, see, I'll just have that little tab now I can grab. That way I can remove it and make a fire with it. If I just have that nice smooth end, it's kind of hard to get a hold of. Now, one more thing I want to do to this lighter, or that I could do, you could just take the simple lighter like I did and roll the Gorilla Tape around it, or to improve this, add a roll of chapstick to your lighter. Now, I carry chapstick as an everyday thing. I get real bad chap lips, so I have this in my pocket, but this is also a flame extender, right? This has a petroleum jelly in it, and I have a cotton ball stuff down in the cap here, because that's another tinder source for me to use, right? But how many times have you been hunting, hiking, when you sit down or something and your chapstick and or your lighter falls out of your pocket? Well, if you add just this is about 6 inches of cord here. If I take this, I just have a stopper knot on this one side. I'm going to take me a strip of Gorilla Tape and I'm going to tape it to the lighter. So now I have more tinder to use, or more Gorilla Tape to use for tinder. But now I'm making this profile bigger, so the chances of it falling out of my pocket are a lot slimmer. And of course, if this isn't comfortable to carry, that's why I said, just wrap the Gorilla Tape around a lighter. But I'm already carrying this stuff anyway, so this isn't really adding a whole bunch of weight to me. But you just work that on there, And now, again, in a situation, if I get myself in a situation, I have a lighter, I have tape, I even have some cordage. But see, I can shove that all in my pocket. And now, if I drop this on the ground, I'll be able to see it better. Chances are the lighter or the chapstick will get caught in the pocket, so I doubt I'm going to drop it. And especially in, again, a cold weather environment, when your fine motor skills are going out, I should be able to grab this a lot easier and manipulate it. Now, another benefit to having this, I have a lighter here that doesn't work, right? It's just going to spark. But this can still make fire, right? There's several things we can still do here. I can pry this off. Let me get my screwdriver back out here. I'm going to pry this cap off. So now I can get closer to that spark, right? If we have a spark, we can still make a fire with this lighter. And that's why this kind of setup, if you have that cotton ball stuffed in top here, will help you out, because now I can reach in there, I can get my cotton ball out. I have some Gorilla Tape already prepared. I should be able to extend that flame out to make a fire. See? And I can just blow it right back out. Like I said, it's a real quick, simple video. Just remember, always carry a lighter on you. That's what it boils down to. Add some Gorilla Tape to it. Use it around the house. Use it out in your yard, whatever. You will see how handy it is to have that on there. It makes getting a fire real easy to go, real easy to start. Again, thanks for watching.